Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today, I am going to continue from the last episode, the article on Atheism and Humanism in Ancient India, written by Dr. D.D. Bandiste, the professor of philosophy. Buddha's exhortation to be rational. He exhorted people to be rational, to be sensible and reasonable. He advised people to not waste time over distant matters like the origin and the end of the world, existence of God and an unchanging soul and so on, but to first attend to the immediate task of removing human misery. The Buddha found every existing thing to be changing and connected casually to its cause and with its surroundings. There is no unrelated entity existing in the world. The causal chain is without beginning and is without end. This chain of natural events cannot prove a supernatural God. Apart from the other arguments against God's existence, his peculiar argument was the following. The usual experience is that the result is like its cause. Hence, he questions the theist as to how and why the products or creation of a perfect God are imperfect. The Buddha wanted the causal law to prevail and not the factious God's questionable law. Dr. S. Radhakrishnan has even said that the Buddha wanted to save the people from the frightening moods of whimsical gods. The Buddha preached Dhamma and did not start a new Dharma, that is religion. The Dhamma is only a rational morality preached by an enlightened human being to other human beings. As a rational person, he did not claim himself to be the sole prophet giving the last word in wisdom. He himself declared that many Buddhas had been here before him and many more would be there in the future too. The Dhamma preached by the Buddha again could be amended by the enlightened persons of future as and when found necessary. Buddha's nirvana, a state of no misery but full of joy, is to be attained here in this world and while alive. His diagnosis of human misery was that it was a product of greed caused by ignorance. When the ignorance and greed will go, the misery too will go. The Buddha was probably the first great humanist. He rejected caste hierarchy. In his philosophy, there was no place for miracles. The enlightened person must be moral and work for the benefit of the whole of humanity. He must be a friend of every living being and must have compassion for them. No one can be happy in unhappy surroundings because every existent is related with its surroundings. As a result, the only realistic way for anyone to be happy is to make the others happy. Enlightenment, morality, and joy are always only a social phenomenon. Unfortunately, for the rationalists and the humanists, after the Buddha, Buddhism became a religion and it also lost the political patronage it enjoyed in the beginning. And then, in the Middle Ages and afterwards, Indian religion no more remained the ruler's religion. The Indian psyche became withdrawn and escapist in nature. Its focus became the golden past or the liberation after death at some other place. Doubting and questioning the scriptures became a taboo. All this continues to be the case even today. The devotional schools made the whole scene theistic through and through. This world is being neglected under the pretext that it is not really real, but we do find some bright spots for humanism here and there. Gora has said that every independent thinking is a sure sign of atheism. If we keep this scale to measure the presence of atheism existing anywhere, we will find atheism to be increasing slowly, although imperceptibly. The medieval saints like Kabir and others asked people to keep their eyes open and think critically. Raja Ram Mohan Rai and Jyotiba Phule and Narayana Guru carried the reformist zeal further. But what we actually need is not a submissive type of reformation, but a bold intellectual revolution and renaissance. This we find coming up in the 20th century in the form of persons like the Devatma, M.N. Roy, Periyar E.V. Ramaswamy, Gora, Dr. Ambedkar, Jawaharlal Nehru, the socialists and the Marxists and a host of others. People are yet to be realized the advantages of atheism. If atheism reigns over the whole world, most of the tensions and wars and terrorism going on at present in the name of God and religion will vanish and a positivist breeze will start blowing. With the help of the present technology, unification of humanity as one family is likely to emerge. We have to keep in mind M.N. Roy's declaration that liberation from God is the beginning of all other liberations. Atheism does not simply mean denying God, it means rather the realization of man of his freedom, self confidence, and responsibility for whatever it is in the world. With the help of God, ancient men fought against the forces of nature, but that battle is now over, yet God is continuing. Now, with the help of God, humans today fight each other. This must stop. We must devote ourselves to minimize the human misery that is being caused by want, illiteracy, overpollution, pollution, inequalities, dictatorships, religious terrorism, ignorance, and the mistaken philosophies based upon social delusions of glory. We must also create the various humanist values like freedom, equality, brotherhood, wealth, joy, enlightenment, moral involvement, social harmony, and compassion and love for all and each. The motto should be to make each day better than the previous one. With such efforts, maybe after a few thousand years, our life here will be better than the fictitious heavens profusely described in the pictures. And this ends the article of Atheism and Humanism in Ancient India, written by Dr. D.D. Bandiste. And we shall meet in the next episode again with another article. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to this channel Positive Atheism and activate the bell icon. Please download Samaram multi-channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store and subscribe to the channels.